population of the North End has changed a few times over the years. Back in the 1800s, the population was mostly Irish. But by the 1920s, the population had become around 90% Italian. Today, the population's gone down to around 30% Italian. However, it still maintains a very, very Italian charm, with over 100 Italian restaurants and bakeries. Oh, with Christmas just around the corner, I'm sure Mike's Pastries and Modern Pastry on Hanover Street are doing booming business. Now, back in 1770, there was a guy named Paul Revere who moved into his house here in the North End with his family, his wife, and his children. But sadly, Paul Revere's wife, Sarah, passed away in May of 1773, not long after giving birth to Paul's 8th child. Well, he had all those kids, needed help raising them all. That was one of the reasons why in October of 1773, he remarried to Rachel Walker. And she also gave him 8 kids. Yep, Paul Revere had a total of 16 children over 29 years. And yet we call George Washington the father of our country. Now, of course, Paul Revere is most famous as a courier for the Sons of Liberty. His most famous mission for the Sons of Liberty was on April 18, 1775. This was the night of his famous Midnight Ride. A very important part of the Midnight Ride was the Old North Church steeple, which you can see right up here to the left of Henchman Street. Along with the sun.
The same dome.
Paul Revere's Midnight Ride. You had to go on this ride because the Sons of Liberty here in Boston had discovered that the British Army was going to be marching out of Boston towards Lexington to arrest 2 of the leaders of the Sons of Liberty. And then they would be moving on to Concord to seize the munitions we had stored there. Paul Revere's job was to ride out to the 2 towns to warn everybody that the British were coming. But in case he didn't make it, there was a warning system placed in the Old North Church steeple in the form of lanterns, which would be hung by a friend of his named Robert Newman. But more on that in a moment, because we are approaching stop number 2 here in the North End for Paul Revere's house at the Old North Church. If you are getting on, please watch your step and use the handrails. To get to the Old North Church from here, just walk straight up Holt Street here to the left. That'll take you right up to the Old North Church. You're welcome. Have a good day. Watch your step. Fun fact about that skating rink, that was where Nancy Kerrigan would practice. Yep. She lived, she still lives in Massachusetts, but at the time she was living in Stone, which is just north of Boston. Alright folks, so we're heading over to stop 3 at the Charlestown Navy Yard for the USS Constitution Museum, Bunker Hill Monument, and the Bunker Hill Museum. So, getting back to the Midnight Ride. So, the lanterns would tell the Charlestown militia across the river which one of 2